Of course, we will always need NATO. NATO is collective defense, and NATO is Article 5. But if I look at the African continent, our neighborhood, for example, I do not see NATO there, but I see that there is a European answer needed.
German Defense Minister Ursula von der Leyen at the EPP Group's latest meeting with members of national parliaments to coordinate efforts across the EU. Defense topped the agenda the week before the EU Foreign Affairs Council is to vote on Permanent Structured Cooperation, or PESCO, to tie Europe's armies closer together.
We have quite some crises around us in our neighborhood. We see the changing attitude of Russia. We see Daesh in Syria and Iraq, and we've seen the fragility of some states and terror and migration within Africa. We need to build up the structures and the procedures, which is the European Defence Union.
23 EU members signed an agreement on PESCO last month. It would be an umbrella for interoperability and regional efforts like the European Air Transport Command, and could work with NATO and the UN. The EPP Group's David McAllister chairs the Foreign Affairs Committee.
We want to spend the taxpayers' money more wisely and effectively, and if you ask people in Europe, and polls indicate this very clearly, where they want to see a more and closer cooperation in Europe, then it is always on defence and security, because this is so important for citizens.
The PESCO members also committed to boosting their defence budgets. Could that include funding for space defence? The EU's Industry Commissioner Elżbieta Bieńkowska has said the taboo against space as a driver for defence should be broken. It could help fund programs like the Galileo geopositioning system.
We are talking about European economy also, and this is, of course, this is a first step to maybe discuss in more detail the defense cooperation. But for now, that's why this is my responsibility. We are discussing the defense industry, and we are really progressing very fast on this.
It's the 26th summit of the EPP's European and national parliamentary groups. Also on the agenda, deeper and fairer economic and monetary union. Esther de Lange, the EPP Group's vice chair responsible for relations with national parliaments, hosted the event.
What we should make sure is that the decisions that are made regarding our common currency are not just decisions in Brussels, but they also call for responsibility at national level, but also involvement.
Keeping national parliaments involved in EU policy making is crucial to making that policy work. That's why meetings like this one are so crucial. And the timing is especially important, just before European ministers vote on PESCO for Europe's common defense. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.